Hey, what's up? My name is Andy FL, and today I want to show you an automated customer support system that triggers every time you get a customer support ticket and ends up drafting a response to that email based around your FAQ knowledge base. So this works for anyone that is trying to cut down some time that they're using on reading the support email. We simplify the support email to find out what is actually needed and then actually drafting the response that does pretty much 80% of the work for you. And then you do the last 20% of editing this. Remember that if you want to download this blueprint, you can get it inside of AIMate, our private community for automators. In the description down below, where you get the blueprint here to import, you can copy this sheet here as well as the FAQ. But now let's go right into how you can set this up yourself. So I just started a new scenario here, and the trigger that we're going to start everything is watch email. This is an important step first to set up so you know that you get all the customer support tickets in the right folder with the right criteria. Now, the email that I set up for some testing, you can obviously do this in Gmail, is I did a Hotmail account and wanted to check out how that was. This should work for most email providers that you are using. And of course, if you have your own customer support ticket system or software, you can also use that to become the trigger of this automation. Here, I have a folder that I've connected, and it's important that you actually create a folder inside of your email before you actually begin. Also, we have the criteria here with all emails and the sender email address. The recipient email address doesn't matter, but the subject and how I would set this up is have everything start with support. So any email you get that has the subject of support, you can use that. And it could also be triggered on many different types of, for example, if you send it from an email and every time it's from support@yourdomain.com, it could be as easy as that to get all the support emails. Also, a key point here is the maximum number of results. We're going to trigger this on an interval, so every 5 minutes, every 15 minutes or so. So if you get a lot of emails, I highly recommend you set this up with a bigger number. But for us, we're just going to use one number as our result for now. We also going to set this up as the first email automation. If you have a support ticket already, I'm going to select the first email to make sure that we get the draft. I sent myself a support ticket here, and this is what we're going to use to start off our automation. So we set up the email automation here. If I run this, you can see that we get back the text content of the email. So this looks like a I actually drafted this to be a automation agency support. So this is having some issues with an AI workflow automation, and it's describing the details here a little bit further. Awesome. So now that we set up the watch email, what we're going to do is transform that into many different things. For this one, we're going to use ZeroCodeKit to simplify the actual email itself. So we're going to scroll a little bit down. I think this is the rephrase too long to read. And if you've done any sort of customer support in the past, you know that sometimes it can be really wordy, and actually finding out what is the question that they're actually asking and need help with is quite hard sometimes. And this step really helps with that. So we're going to look for the text content here to be the input text into ZeroCodeKit. And I'm just going to click on OK. The second thing we're going to use for ZeroCodeKit is the mood. They have a lot of other things that I would recommend if you have a bigger customer support system. You could also get text entities and say the text entity is with keyword of automation or keyword of password management or something like that, you could categorize it pretty simply with this automation here as well. We have an automation to do categorization inside of the Skool community as well, and there should be another video on this channel about it as well. Now, what we're actually going to do is to get the mood of a text. And this could be also very important if you have, for example, clients. So if you run an AI automation agency and you start setting up a customer support system for them, you might want to filter out the negative customer support tickets into a separate folder and the positive customer support tickets into a separate folder, so you can handle them differently, and you can show the customer support tickets that are for your clients that are positive to them, and it will show that you are doing a great job giving them value on their customer support. So now that we're here, we have basically transformed the text, and now we're going to get this Google Docs so we can integrate our own knowledge into the response, right? So all we need to do is to set up a docs. I'm going to look for a doc, and that looks like this. Let me see the exact name of it. Get content of a document. Get content of a document. This is a good step because you actually get the output. Some of the other ones where you search for a file, you might not get the exact output. I'm going to use the by mapping, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy the ID in the top. If you see here, you can copy it from the beginning of the slash here all the way to the side, and that is the ID. Oop. Just copy that, and I'll scroll back into our automation here. And as you can see now, we will get access to that document, I believe. Let's take a look and see if we can run it now and actually make it work. Because we need this module here to actually do the ChatGPT integration. So let's see if we can actually make it all happen. It didn't run because we haven't set it up to run with this email. So this is a really good step to select the first email. Then you can actually run one of your older generations or history. Click on run once. It's going to use that same email. It's going to go to Zero Code Kit and rephrase that. It's going to get the mood of the text. And we got an issue here. This is because I think I need this second Google authentication to be able to get access. Let's see if we can run this module only. And there we go. Here you can actually get the text content. So how can I reset my password? What if my automation isn't working? Things like this. How do I schedule automated tasks? So this is really cool. We've stepped into the best part, the most automated part, which is the ChatGPT model. So now we're basically going to feed ChatGPT completion with all this data, and then get it to make a response for us. So first I'm going to make sure I have the most recent connection for me. Then I'm going to select a model. I'm going to use the 4o model. Here we go, the system. And here you can change the tokens. This is basically the max output of the message. I don't think we need more than 2000 for this. Here in the message, we're going to select a system. And in the automated customer support, we're going to prompt it this exact prompt here. This can be changed to a lot of different use cases. The reason why I've kept it so simple is because it doesn't need to be that hard when you have so much context built into it. So I'll copy this, and how it looks like is really use this FAQ, which is the document that we are giving to it, to answer this support ticket, where we give it the support ticket. I believe we should have both of these fields ready. So I'm going to use this FAQ where I'm going to get it from the email. So here we go, text content. Just going to delete that and put this one in to answer this support ticket. It's actually the opposite way around. So I'm going to put the support ticket at the end here with the text content and use this FAQ. We're going to go to the Google Docs and find the content. Let's see, body, content, paragraph. I don't think this is it. Let me see here. There we go. It's always right in front of your nose. Text content, use this, and there we go. I'm just going to click on OK. And again, this is going to use the FAQ to answer the support ticket. And then what I like to do, and this completely depends on you, if you have a CRM, you could use that, for example, HubSpot, Salesforce, or whatever ticketing software you're using as well. But I like to have a database in Google Sheets for this automation here in particular. So you can see the fields here. We have a support email, simplified email, mood, draft response, and that's pretty much the end of that exact automation. So we need to set that up. And the way we're going to do that is to add a Google Sheet module. And what we're going to do is to add a row. And here, I'm going to do the same as I've done before. I'm going to select from all. And what I'm going to do is go in the top here once again to copy this ID. I think it's faster than to run through all the folders, especially for me because I have so many folders. I'm going to put the spreadsheet ID in here. And now we're going to get back all the different rows and columns that we're going to fill out. So here we're going to get the name. This is the name that we get from the sender email. So you can see here that in the email, we get a name of the sender. So I sent from myself. So this is the name. Support email, we're going to use that from the subject. That's not the, yeah, we're going to get this text content here. That's going to be the entire support email. Simplified email, we're going to get that from Zero Code Kit that had the text rephrased. And this is a really great step. Click the data here, which you see is a text. Mood as well. This is a very interesting one. I'll show you how it looks like here. You see the mood score, we get a positive, neutral, and negative. So this had 0 in negative, and this is the neutral number, and positive 083. I wonder how it is like a 100% negative. Maybe like they put some curse words in there. Regardless, I like to have this positive thing so you can also, when you get a lot of emails, you can kind of see the mood over time as well to get some sentiment analysis. Then we have the draft response. We actually didn't get the result yet, but it would be this exact result here. So that is that. We're going to click on OK. And the only thing I'm going to check is to see if what our response format is on the completion. Yeah, because we do not want JSON on this. Now, we've set up the email to watch the emails, to rephrase it, and by the end, get all of it down into the Google Docs or Sheets. So let's see what happens if we run once. We're going to run through it, rephrase the too long to read. This one takes a little bit more time. As you can see here, we go to Google Docs to get the FAQ. We open ChatGPT, and then let's see how it goes. Boom, we just got the entire email automated here. And if you want to read how it looks like on the simplified email, you can see that here is the support email. And in the simplified email, you really get the John Doe Operation Manager as Tech Solutions Inc. is having issues with AI Workflow Automation Module version 3.2. The automation sequences are not triggering as scheduled since November 2024, causing delays in data processing. He has tried to restart the module, verifying schedule. As you can see, this is really great to have, so you can quickly get the information and quickly even draft the response. And at the response here, you can obviously change this out to actually be the 100% correct answer, because sometimes AI is going to hallucinate and make up things. So definitely don't trust this 100%. But again, it has done 80% of the work. And now you just do the last part, which is to edit and make sure that everything is correct to get sent out. So that was the automated customer support system. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and you can set it up yourself. Again, if you want to download this blueprint as well as just copy the sheets and the FAQ, check out the AI-Mate automation in the link in the description. But that's all. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.